Alright, hello everyone out there in YouTube land from RichJohnson Models and stuff. I'm going to show you how I set up my turret kit and everything for IR. So, turret shell, made a plate, goes right in there. You put your cable, your 5-pin section of your cable, which is that, if you have a 7.1, into the plate. Your apple that you get from Lego DEI sits right down on there. And then the other ends of the cable go into the 7.1. So those are the DuPont plugs. I sell these cables for $5 a piece, so I have a good stock of them right now. So to put an IR bulb in the barrel, or a flash bulb in the barrel, you got to take the barrel out. So you push the barrel back out of battery so that you can get to the screw right there. I've already taken it out. It's on the bench right there. And you take the drag bar off and pull the barrel out. Doing this with one hand. So once the barrel's in your hand, I do most of the assembly on this turret of the mechanical equipment, and to make it easier for people. So there's a brass tube in there. I don't glue the brass tube. So it comes right out. Now you can't put an IR bulb in the brass tube, but what you can do is you can solder your wires. I'm going to hit pause real quick here. So you can solder your wires to your IR bulb. So pause. Pretend that I have the wires soldered to my IR bulb. And then you put the IR bulb into the barrel with one hand while you're holding the camera. And you push it up in there. Now, the barrel is the full length of, the tube is the full length of the barrel from this notch to the muzzle. So if I push that all the way in there, you're going to look really close. And I'll go ahead and tap the barrel down. And if you look really closely, right there, you can see the tip of the IR bulb sticking out into the muzzle brake. That would be really bad. There it goes. Now it's focused. That would be really bad. I would be killing all of my teammates. So, to solve... Now, that wouldn't be bad if you were putting a flash bulb. Okay? If you're putting a flash IR right there, that'd be real easy. That'd be fine. That'd be a great place for it. But if you're going to do an IR bulb, you need to sink it in there a little further. So you have to cut a little bit off the brass tube. So I'll go ahead and see if I can knock the brass tube back out of there by hand. It's coming. I can blow on it too, and it popped out because I got the LED at the end. So you just got to cut a little bit of the brass tube. You just lay the gun barrel down. Your IR bulb should go about right there. Let's see, should go right about there, give or take. You got the muzzle brake in front of it. So set it up about that. Set your brass tube right there like that. Now you do have to insulate your wires once you solder them to the either the flash LED or an IR LED, because you don't want to short them out on the brass tube. And then come back here, rotate your barrel, and cut the brass tube off right there, even with that notch. So that will leave the brass tube inside your gun barrel to keep it straight. If you don't have that in there, eventually with the heat and gravity on a thin barrel like that, it's going to wilt. So you definitely want to put your brass tube back in, please. And that will get your IR bulb in there. Now I should also say, if you look really close, you'll notice there's no flange at the bottom of this IR bulb. I filed it off. You just hold the two pins like that and use a very fine file and file that ridge off to make it go up inside the barrel. If that ridge is on there, it won't go up inside the barrel and fit in front of the brass tube. So I'm going to cut that brass tube off in a couple of minutes and do my placement and get that in there. Now, if you want to have a flash bulb in your barrel and you still want to do infrared battle, you can use the gunner's sight right there inside. So you can take a brass tube that is the inside diameter of the outside diameter of your IR bulb and cut it off. Now you got to use brass, because if you just put it right there, the infrared will flood out around this and it will kill your teammates on the sides of you. So you got to use a brass tube or aluminum and put about 8 or 9 millimeters of free space in front of the bulb. So the bulb would actually be sitting, if you were going to put it in that hole, the bulb would actually be sitting about right there, not all the way up into the hole, like that. See right there, I've got the bulb sticking out of the hole. Yeah, that would kill everybody around you. You need to have 9 millimeters of free space in front of the bulb. So you would pull that bulb back 9 millimeters and make a tube. It would probably be, let's see, I don't know how long that bulb is, but you would put that bulb into the tube and then have 9 millimeters in front of it. And then you'd glue it up to that sight glass. So the bulb would probably be somewhere around there. And then wire it up to your emitter plug on your 7.1 or your 7.0, or if you have an older tank, a 6.0 or a 6.1. So that's how you could put IR in one of my turret kits. And I'm doing it right now, and going to get it ready for our San Diego battle coming up this weekend and let people try it out. So anyway, there you go. If you got any questions, put them in the comments. You can come to my website, richardsjohnson.net. And S is my middle initial, so it's really funny. It's richardsjohnson.net. There you go.